April is recording me, recording myself. Ain't that a pretty sight? If I didn't already have 2 full bottles of water, I totally would fill up here. Well, hey there folks. This is the morning of day 9, 8, who knows? It's Monday, that much I know. So we are in the Livingston Public Land area and the York Creek Staging Area, and we're off to find a plane crash, hopefully. So we just parked the car. April is recording me, recording myself.
Yep.
And today's trail should be, what was it, about 4.5 kilometers? We'll find out. I'm going to do this, I'm going to record this on All Trails as well, so that we can refer to it in the comment section below and in the video description. And if time permits and our bodies permit as well, there's another trail that has a little bit of an outlook. So right now, there's a little bit of a fork in the road. So that is the way to the plane crash, and that is the way to the lookout. So we're going to try the plane crash first, see how that goes, and then yeah, we'll go from there. Check it a little bit later. Hope to see you out there. Hey there folks. So just a quick little check-in. We're only 1.3k into our hike up to the crash, but so far it was just nothing but trees on either side of us, so there was nothing really to see. And as you can see behind me, it's just like an ATV service road of sorts, and it was pretty rough. So even in the trail description on the one pamphlet that we were kind of judging where to go today, it had said you know, you may not want to drive past that staging point, and it is, like I said, it's pretty rough. It's easy going in terms of the climb. It's a pretty almost level descent. Sorry, I had to brake for the ATVers. Anyways, so as I was saying, the grade is actually very manageable. It's a very slight ascent, at least so far. So the way is easy going, but we definitely got swarmed by mosquitoes. So maybe 10-15 minutes in, and we had to stop and get sprayed up for mosquitoes. But we did come across a little clearing in the trees, and I wanted to show that to you right now. And here it is. So ain't that a pretty sight? So really hoping to see a little bit more of the valleys and maybe even of Coleman from a higher elevation. And we will check in as we get further along. 2.2k up the trail. Another little outcrop, and you can see some snow-capped mountains behind the tree line, which we'll get to in a moment. You can also hear some water in a river or some kind of a rapids, set of rapids, but can't see them through the trees. No, not even at the very bottom there. But you gotta check out the skyline. So just to remind everybody and let you know where we are, we're still in the general municipality of Crowsnest Pass. We are just outside of Coleman, and there does appear to be quite a few things that we can do in the area. Beautiful. Wow. If I didn't already have 2 full bottles of water, I totally would fill up here. And now it looks like there's a trail that way, and ATV trail. So unfortunately, the 2 maps that we have, the glossy one that just shows local area hikes, is next to useless in terms of where we are here. and the other map that we picked up at the kiosk for the public land use area shows a little bit more detail, but there's more paths than there were labels, let's put it that way. So I do remember seeing kind of like a trail marker 111, 112, which is just behind us. But now, so we have, this is the North York Creek. We do have a path on the other side of the creek, and we have this path, which is what looks to be like an ATV vehicle pass, which is what you see here in the symbol. We're not sure right now if both go to the crash site or just one. So we're also going by a previously recorded all trails, and it looks like there's like a loop that goes up one way and down another. So we're gonna flip a coin because we just want to go to the crash site. We're less concerned about doing a loop because we still have to hike back up to the car at some point. We got lots of time. I think it's just past noon. At some point we're gonna have lunch as well. So anyways, got to see a lot of butterflies. That was really cool. Got that on recorded for you guys. There's a little significance there from my wife and some family memories, so hopefully that puts a smile on her face. And that's really about it. We haven't really seen any other kind of wildlife, but we'll let you know. Like we get to cross another ATV bridge. That was deadfall. So we took another detour because the markings were so fantastic. Came across remnants of a camp and I'm not sure if that's a grave or just a memorial marker for Brian McCandless. Beautiful scenery with the river or creek. But also came across this plaque, so we're going to check that out. In memory, I'm just going to see how close I can get. There we go. In memory of Clara Catherine Marconi, 1927 to 2017. Devoted wife, mother, and grandmother, loving unconditionally. Oh, and also of Gordon Vickers Marconi, 1917 to 2006. Not quite what we're looking for today, but still really pretty. So way down there, right about there, the base of this gravel slash rock run, just to the right of that is the little alcove where we saw a couple campsites or remains of some campfires, and the memorial plaque that was essentially a dead end. So we're climbing up this monster, but we're having some really nice views. There's another mountain behind these trees. April's taking a bit of a break. Her knee is screaming at her, but don't have much farther to go, hopefully, and then take a much needed break, get some snacks and water into us. Yeah, the weather's holding actually. A little overcast, so it's protecting us from the sun. No rain in the forecast. It did rain and thunderstorm last night. More butterflies along the way. Kind of nice. A little bit more to go. Hey folks, Mike here. Thanks for watching. In next week's video, we'll continue our search for the plane crash, and we'll let you know if we find it or not. Stay tuned.